Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, April 17th of 2025. I'm Gio Benacourt, and this is a recording done about 50 minutes prior to the USA Open, all right, by Vantage Markets. Well, the market wants a hero to save from tariff uncertainty. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is not ready to wear a cap yet. It's not that Powell is shy when it comes to challenging President Trump's flagship policy. He warned of higher prices and higher unemployment due to tariffs when speaking at the Economic Club of Chicago on Wednesday. Powell suggested the Fed's focus will be making sure a one-time boost to prices from tariffs doesn't send inflation into an upward spiral. Now, stocks sank and gold prices climbed to fresh highs following the remarks, suggesting markets took the hint that rate cuts aren't coming soon. That seemed to be Trump's reading. In a post on social media earlier today, the president accused Powell of acting too slowly and said his termination cannot come fast enough. However, traders of short-term interest rate futures are still betting the Fed will resume reducing rates in June and deliver 4 cuts by the end of the year. They can't both be right. Analysts at Fitch Ratings reckon the Fed will wait until the fourth quarter before cutting rates. By that time, they see a reduction as unavoidable as annual U.S. growth will be slowing to just a 0.4% pace. A more worrying conclusion is that traders think the first economic data that include the full effect of tariffs, which should come around June, will be so bad they will force the Fed's hand. The World Trade Organization on Wednesday said it expects the global trade in goods to fall by 0.2% this year as a result of tariffs, having previously forecast growth of 2.7%. The risk is that by the time Powell is willing to step up to save the day, the damage is already done. And with that being said, taking a look at the NASDAQ futures contract or the CFD contract, we've seen how yesterday's market gap down continued to that direction. Today, we kind of have reverse that in a way because we opened with a tiny little gap up. It has been closed, however, and that was expected to see a modification to the upside. But again, with all of the scenarios regarding NVIDIA and obviously other scenarios, let's just see what will happen today if we are just going to be with the inside range of yesterday's fluctuation. Okay, so initially that movement has already been done into a bit more of half of the body of yesterday's fluctuation. So we could just speculate that since we are going to be having somewhat of a short week because of tomorrow, Friday's Good Friday. So the range of the body could be today's range. I mean, the range of yesterday's body could be today's range. So something like that could be happening today. That's speculation. That's what we do. We are speculators. Now, as far as the S&P, now I didn't change the levels on the NASDAQ since they were broken. They were validated because the market did fluctuate towards our support. But they weren't broken. We didn't close inside of it, so that's why I didn't change them. Now, this one, however, the market did the market closed at right below it, 5,297. So, basically it did break it. So, therefore, we can either use this previous swing low as our first level of support, or we can leave that there and we can use yesterday's swing low as our first level of support, but they'll be quite tight. So therefore, I'm going to use the previous support as our first level of support, and then the previous one as our second one. And obviously, resistance, it was touched but it quickly retreated. It kind of fluctuated one pip above that, but I'm just gonna keep it as it is. We did open also with a gap up again. The body, just so there's market fluctuation, the body is gonna be our range for today. Now Dow is a bit more serious because it did also open gap up. The first level of support has been broken. The second one that we had placed yesterday has been met. The market has actually rebounded off that. So is the market going to continue to move lower? I am going to assume yes. So therefore, I am going to use 38,000 psychological round value and then bring down my level of resistance. I'm going to use this previous swing low, which kind of matches our today's swing high. And then the second one, the 20-day moving average within the Bollinger Bands. And the speculation is for the Dow is having a different fluctuation. So perhaps another leg down will continue in the US session. Or it could be a recovery for those who like the Dow. Now, crude oil, yesterday it had like I said, it was going to be pretty wild swing. It was going to be trading between that range of 60 and 62, and that's what it did. Today, the market has fluctuated to the upside, so these levels have already been obviously broken. We traded below above that. So I'm going to use the previous swing high as my first level of resistance, and then $64 round number as our second one. Ready? Now support, I'm gonna use, well, you see this right here, this doji's kind of, I'm gonna use that as probable level, first level of probable support, and then the second level, could use that swing low. It's quite low. I'm just gonna use this one better. For one reason, that previous one worked. So a nice move to the upside. Let's see if it will find sellers to keep it from moving even higher to the 64 area. It hasn't done pretty much a strong move today. Now, Nat Gas is kind of creating a triple bottom here. So will that imply that it will bounce off of that and just move higher? Well, let's see, but I'm gonna use that lower Bollinger Band, and I'm just gonna make this a round value of 3. Why? So just make that space. Resistance, I'm gonna bring down to yesterday's almost open, and then use that swing high. All right, so direction, let's see if the lower Bollinger Band will find support for it. All right, gold, nice parabolic movement yesterday after being just making that covenant adjustment and that breakout to the upside. We had anticipated. Today the market has peaked above 33.50. Right now, this could be profit taken. 3,400. Hey, 3,400. I'm gonna use 33.70 probable levels. This is new territory. So 32.80 support, and then 32.40 second level of support. We could come and just anticipate perhaps another bit more of a retracement into 3,300 previously. That could be the case. I mean, this thing could also just make another parabolic movement to the upside. Then we have silver. It is basically just also already has retreated all of yesterday's body, finding support around the 50 moving day average that I have here. I'm actually gonna leave this the same, and let's see if if the 20-day moving average within the Bollinger Band will give that support and just make another leg up, or at least come and revisit yesterday's swing high of that wick. Copper. Oh, Kaspersky's. It had broken that first level of resistance. I'm going to use the 20-day moving average and just for 80, which is making basically the coffee market congestion, equal highs, equal lows, breakout. RSI is below 50. Momentum seems to be picking up to the downside. So let's see. Bitcoin, 85,000 seems to be psychologically that value with Bitcoin happens to be respecting. So I'm going to leave the same level of resistance here. I'm going to actually bring up my first level of support to a 20-day moving average with the medium of the Bollinger Band, 82,000 as psychological level of support. The euro 25 basis cut was expected. It could have found that level of support that was needed, basically halfway of the body, yesterday's body. Well, RSI was somewhat overbought. It's retreating back into neutral zone. Let's see if today we'll make another attempt to reach in 115. And the pound. Okay, so the pound also is just consolidating. Let's see if it's ready to make that move to the upper Bollinger Band towards the 133. And that could happen if Mr. Dollar Index decides to make another attempt at 98, which is right around here. I'm going to just use that lower Bollinger Band to see if that's the support that it will need, even though it opened with a tiny little gap up, but is retracing now. Well, that's it for me today. I want to wish you a great weekend. Tomorrow will be Good Friday, so we'll be doing a video. Have a nice weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.